With Gardner in the WRAL Severe Weather Center right now with another look around our viewing area, some of that lingering snow.
Yeah, some of those kids there, even some kids here have never seen snow before. Anybody who's, 3 or 4 years old or younger. And I love that sledding on the beach. Really cool. Yesterday, all that sunshine did a good job at melting, but not everywhere. There was still a little water left in spots. So there's some slippery places. This morning, though, the streets were covered, yesterday morning at this time, the streets were covered in Fayetteville, Apex, and even here in Chapel Hill. It was interesting to watch. By lunchtime yesterday, this intersection was completely melted, still a little on the wet side, but conditions are looking good here. Of course, we have Anthony and the storm tracker out there taking a look at the roads, and all the main roads are looking pretty good. Still some snow lingering in spots, though. Of course, this is right here in our backyard in the gardens. The WRAL gardens are covered in snow still. We do have a winter weather advisory in effect for the counties where we saw 1 to 3 inches of snow, because we do have neighborhood streets that are slippery. I had a big patch of ice in my neighborhood as I was leaving this morning. Our road temperatures are in the teens, but once the sun comes up, we give it till around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, that sun will go to work again, really melting everything. Cold weather advisory for some of us. It is feeling like single digits to teens. It feels like 8 right now in Clinton, 10 in Rocky Mount, 12 in Roxborough, 12 in the Triangle. So it's another very, very cold morning out there. High pressure here may feed a little bit of cloud cover in as the sun comes up. We're going to see a mix of sun and clouds, but we have no more snow in our forecast anytime soon, and no rain in the forecast either, really, for the next 7 days. That means, outdoor plans for the weekend are going to be fine. We'll be in the mid 40s on Saturday, so still below normal, but highs on Sunday back into the 50s should be near normal. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds. Precipitation outlook as we wrap up the month is above normal, but our temperatures also look above normal in terms of the trend as well. So not great for snow lovers, but maybe this was all the snow we're going to see. We take a look at the outlook for February, and the temperatures are trending above normal as well. So good news or bad news, depending on who you are. If you're ready for it to warm up, check out Wednesday, almost 60 degrees, Ken.
To add another one just because of the situation that's still unfolding, but Elizabeth Gardner is here. She's going to stay with us and walk us through how the whole day is going to go.
We do have that winter weather advisory in effect. For folks who saw anywhere from 1 to 3 or 4 inches of snow, there's still enough of that left in some of the neighborhood streets that it could be tricky, and that's the reason that a lot of the schools are delayed or canceled. We will see some more melting for it today, and that's what we're watching this morning. Temperatures are down in the teens. It's a real cold start. Some melting this afternoon with partly cloudy skies, but another refreeze for tomorrow. So today's a WRAL weather alert day for that chance of slick conditions and really cold temperatures. We take a live look at Durham, and out in front of the DPAC, the roads are completely clear. 18 degrees is our temperature. Fortunately, there's no wind chill in the Triangle, but I've seen it drop down to 8 previously, a couple of spots this morning. Cold weather advisory again for these cold temperatures. Right now it does feel like 11 in Goldsboro. Other than that, not seeing much of a wind chill, but boy, it's in the teens, so it's cold out there. Wind chill this afternoon will be in the upper 20s, but the actual temperature will climb above freezing right around lunchtime, and we should make it up to 36 or 37 this afternoon. Once we get into the weekend, we'll see a much bigger warm up. I'll show you that coming up, Ken.
A dinosaur, some kind of animal? I don't know. We can all, what do you think, Chris? Godzilla.
It's giving Godzilla vibes.
Do you see it? I see kind of like the monster forming. Yeah, if it had scales. All right, give us your interpretation. Meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. It's just cold out there.
I see it. I do. And Fountain Mountain is as big as I think I've ever seen it, at least in this particular fountain. We had a different fountain years and years ago where it got a little bit bigger, but it's big out there. It's been cold for a while now. Because of that, we have a winter weather advisory for the areas that saw most of the snow, anywhere from 1 inch to 3 inches from Raleigh eastward. Slick spots still on the neighborhood streets, but no additional precipitation headed our way. Cold air advisory as well. Temperatures are in the mid-teens right now, so it is just cold, cold, cold out there. Right here in our backyard, you can see we do have snow still in the gardens, and some snow lingers in places, especially shady spots, but that sunshine worked hard yesterday to melt a lot of it. In Fayetteville, we're looking at cloudy skies as well as Apex and Wilson. Wilson, the whirligigs are mostly still. We don't have too much of a wind chill right now, which is definitely a good good thing. We take a live look at Durham with cloudy skies, and look at this. I mean, as compared to the gardens behind us, over here at the DPAC, where that open lawn is, boy, that snow really melted quickly yesterday. 18 is our temperature. We will climb above freezing right around lunchtime, but right now it's 18 in Fayetteville, 14 in Goldsboro, and 17 in South Hill. Very cold out there. Again, not much of a wind chill. Wind chill feels about the same as the actual temperature. Around town this afternoon, we'll hit 37 in Raleigh, 38 in Durham, and 38 in Fayetteville. So we're going to creep up above freezing, but of course, here we go again tonight as we drop it down into the teens in the north and low 20s in the south. We'll have a lot of refreezing for whatever's left, but each day that goes by, there'll be less and less of it left over, and we keep warming things up. Tomorrow, we'll see a high of 43, mid-40s Saturday. Then we jump into the 50s Sunday and Monday. And look at those overnight lows, much closer to freezing by early next week. It's still going to be cold in the morning, so over the weekend. We do have a big warm up ahead as we get toward the middle and end of next week, 59 on Wednesday. How about for the month of February? I'll show you what it's trending coming up, Ken.
Oh,